This is the Tricks IDCCM batch 4. So this is the fourth batch actually. We started the Tricks, so under the 360-degree Critical Care Academy, we started the Tricks IDCCM course. Tricks meaning Targeted Review of an Intensive Care Syllabus. So they have other courses for EDIC 1, EDIC 2, top courses for DRNB, and other than that, other subset wise, they have review courses. But for IDCCM, it's a Tricks IDCCM courses. We started it last year. We finished with 3 batches of theory separately and practical separately. Usually we have our theory first, and then once we finish our theory, then we start with the practical. So this is the fourth batch, and I welcome all of you to the free webinar. So this is so very happy to tell you that this was the first when we started last year for the first batch. It was 90% theory results with 100% practical success rates. At that time, you can see there were like almost 13 of us. And because it was the foundation of the course and we are just newly started, so preparing all the questions, the modules, questions and everything, it was a really great big task also for us to do and make sure everything gets done in proper. So going through all the articles, questions and everything. So this was the founder team. So few of us have continued from that, but this was the main founder team. And since we complete 1 year, I don't think there can be any better platform to acknowledge all these people. Now exams are coming soon. You know, September 10th is your theory exam. So definitely you have to start studying. Best of luck, you'll need it. Definitely you are going to ask me why September 10th. So why from mid-June? Because see, all of you are working. It's not doing post-graduation that, you can tell 1 month I can sit at home and study or not. Nobody is going to give you a 1 month holiday to sit in a fellowship and study. You have to work, you have to study, you have to take out time. So the point is to start from now is if you do it from now, every day putting out some time, no one is telling you to cut down on your activities on the weekend, but if every day you put 2 hours or 3 hours, maybe every module or every topic in the intensive care you can try to cover 70 to 75%. 100% completion of syllabus is never going to be possible. So I will definitely encourage that you read books, you work in your ICU diligently, because that also gives you a practical experience to answer case-based questions in the exam. And apart from that, interact with other colleagues, discuss with them, because you never know what you might learn during a discussion. That's how we studied. What will be the agenda? This is a welcome address we gave, gratitude notes from other students, know your faculties, course content and schedule, and feedback from previous students. So gratitude notes from students, this is from April 2024. Then the next other exams where we got, most of the people who cleared, they had put up their remarks that they felt the course was very extensive and this really helped them a lot. And even on the practicals, our practical course is actually, one of the most sorted after courses because of the extensive work we have put as faculties, whether we have covered table viva videos to case discussions to real-time mock exams. But let's not discuss about practicals. It's for theory right now. So know your faculties. I'm Dr. Alisha Chaudhary. You are seeing me right now. I'm speaking. Our other faculties are Dr. Sashi. She's from Chennai. Dr. Pon Tilak is from Coimbatore. Dr. Hariharan from Coimbatore. Dr. Priyadashini from Chennai. Dr. Arun Kumar Sahu from Rourkela. I am from Bhubaneswar, Orissa. Dr. Arun Kumar Sahu is also from Rourkela, Orissa. Dr. Vanishri from Chennai. Dr. Vithal from Orissa. And Dr. Venkatesh from Chennai. So our mixture, if you see, it's not like only the IDCCM students like me, Dr. Sashi, Dr. Vani. We are all like IDCCM students, like IDCCM fellows. So it's not like the only IDCCM students are a part of this course. We wanted you all to have a perspective from other senior colleagues. And the point is because they can give some insights, when they are like doing DRNB or DM, or they've done FNB, like Dr. Arun and Dr. Vithal are FNBs, Dr. Hariharan is also an FNB, Dr. Pon Tilak and Dr. Priya are post DRNB, Dr. Sashi is IDCCM and now pursuing her DRNB, Dr. Venkatesh is post DRNB. So a mixture of DRNB, FNB and IDCCM. so that the course doesn't become only MCQ based. Your concepts have to be also cleared. The point of having all these young faculties, apart from our course directors, Dr. Tapas and Dr. Sanant, is who are our course directors, but our faculties, despite having this young bunch of faculties, the point is because we relate and we understand what you people will face during the exams, because we have recently, I gave my IDCSM exam in 2020. So we know what you feel and we know, what kind of problems you face. So we have kept like-minded people so that, we can address more and more issues, whether it's through a dedicated WhatsApp group or directly sometimes one-on-one personal discussions. The exam pattern, if you know, it will be an MCQ based exam. The best part is you have one answer, no confusion about that. There is no negative marking, so there is no point of telling that, I will leave these questions and come. You have to answer everything. 100 questions in 3 hours. Passing mark will vary because the topper actually decides your passing mark. It's percentile based. If you ask me what type of questions, the questions have changed for every batch. Understand that they have a question bank already prepared, right, of some thousands of questions, which has different sets of IDCSM theory exam papers. For every exam, for every batch exam, so the exams are held twice in a year, the April exam and the September exam. So every batch, they pick out one set and they put the paper. So we cannot predict that, this batch has got more of fact-based questions, so the next batch will also get the fact-based questions. No, we cannot predict like that. They do try to keep some similarities, that there will be case-based questions. There will be some fact-based questions. There will be some very easy questions which you can immediately answer. There will be some very tough questions which you will think about as to how do I approach and how do I answer. My or our observation from the last 2 years, last 1 year of tricks, what we have noticed is, if your concepts are clear, you will definitely ace the exam, because questions are not in your hand. Pattern of questions are not in your hand. But if your concepts are clear, you can answer any paper easily. There will be tough questions, but those questions will be tough for everyone. It's not only particularly for you, the questions are going to be tough. So let's not think that, okay, this is a tough question, so, I will not clear because there are tough questions. No, the questions are going to be tough for everyone. So that way, everyone will face a problem. But simple questions or that mid difficulty level questions, mid difficult level questions should not be missed. So concepts, again and again, I stress, which I stressed for all the 3 batches. If I tell you frankly, our first 2 batches did really well. Their theory results were like outstanding. We never expected that, but they did. Because those 2 batches, I felt, though they read with us theory, they were very interactive in the group. There is a dedicated WhatsApp group which gets bombarded with the questions. They used to bombard us with questions even at midnight, asking their doubts. Sometimes they have called us. They have personally messaged us asking that, can we, ask you a doubt? And we used to tell them that, fine, go ahead, whatever it is. We used to give them time to call us if they had any personal doubts. People have called or messaged even before the day of the exam asking, this concept, I'm not clear. So the effort has to come from you. We can give you all the help, but studying part you have to do. Concepts you have to clear, and the effort has to come from you, because staying so far away, we may not know what are your weak points. You have to tell us what are your weak points by doing, appearing for the exams and the modules, so that we can help you. But interaction is a must. Our 3rd batch did fairly fine, but our first 2 batches results were very good. Practicals, overall, the result has been always good because it's a very clear exam. It's like direct face to face. But theory, the effort has to be put in by the student. That's the point of starting it early. What are the materials you need to do? Standard textbooks, anything. Just keep one textbook. Don't get confused with multiple textbooks. Try to at least keep one textbook with you. Washington or Oz or Fink or Irvin Rippey. If you can really read Irvin Rippey along with, your work and everything, it's fair enough, not a problem. But I think Washington, Oz or Fink is also more than enough. I had personally read Washington, but that doesn't mean you stop at Washington. You need to read in and around the topic. Washington gives you a gist. Suppose it's acute coronary syndrome. Washington, whatever it has given you, it's a gist of whatever has to be done for acute coronary syndrome. That means when you read certain textbooks like Fink or Irwin Rippey, the chapter on ACS will be very elaborative. In that, you have to search for important points. Those important points have been, collected and compiled in Washington. That means that particular any chapter in Washington, whatever information you are getting, every line is important because it's already a summarized version. So you have to be very thorough through Washington, in and out of Washington. You should have like thoroughly read, or for that matter, O's, whichever you are comfortable with. Base book has to be first decided. Second thing I stress again and again for all our students, I've stressed concepts, concepts, and concepts. Questions are not in your hand. You can do any number of courses which are available nowadays online and everything to help you prepare for exams. Whether it has been EDIC 1 or EDIC 2, when we have also prepared and cleared, we never targeted the questions because that's not in my hand. What is there in my hand is I keep my concepts clear and I try to understand what the question is expecting from me and answer them. At least that helps you to answer 75 to 80% of the questions properly. Rest 20% will be difficult for everyone. That is again also not in your hand. But that 75 to 80%, you have to do it properly. Sometimes you need to refer to other specialty books like medicine and anesthesia books for certain topics. Frequent discussion. You can never read for a fellowship exam at this stage of life all alone. Trust me, when we were reading for the IDCCM, if you saw Dr. Sashi, she was my IDCCM colleague. We both gave our exams together. It helps because it's not possible. Critical care medicine is such a vast syllabus. What the DRNB and FNB people are, FNB is already, it's no more there right now, but what the FNB people earlier used to, or what the DRNB people are doing, it's after 3 years of studying, they gave the exam. We have to know at least almost 80% of what they read in just 1 year. So imagine how difficult that is. So attend all the classes which you are having in your institution. Frequently discuss with your colleagues. Whatever you read for your exams from now on, try to discuss with your colleagues. They may have some new important point to tell you that, whether this guideline came or that article has come and that article mentioned this particular point about this topic. You may not have read the article, but see, with the discussion, you learned a new thing from your colleagues. So definitely it is going to add to your preparation. If you make a small group and discuss, definitely it is going to help you a lot. So syllabus is unfinished. It's very difficult, such a vast syllabus. You never know how much can you retain and how much can you read. So how can we help you? The point of, conducting this webinar, it's like a team effort. You saw all our faculties and we have we form a tricks group, theory group for every batch. And then what do we do? As a team, we work. What do we try to do? First of all, we try to cover as much as possible the curriculum. We understand when we give you, suppose related to cardio, a lot of materials, it is impossible for you to finish everything in a week. But see, when we are conducting a course, we are bound to give you everything with an attempt that at least 75% of the course you have to complete. For that, you need a dedication that every day, morning or at night, 2 hours I'm going to sit and read. 2 to 3 hours I'm going to sit and read. You have to dedicate your time from now so that you're able to complete. And I know there are days in between the week you will feel like, okay, this day I don't want to study. So including all those, that's why I'm saying at least 75%, right? Second thing, what we have started now, because we felt a stark difference in our third batch who had joined the course. Many of them were very not interactive, probably the fear of something, of coming out and asking your doubts, or were there any issues? I'm not sure what was the reason, which the first two batches were very prompt. So to make sure so we do understand there are different types of people, some people ask openly, some people are not, some people hesitate. There's always a thing that whether this will be considered silly. You have to understand no doubt is silly. Any doubt best cleared before exam is the best attempt, because in your exam you can't make mistakes. Make whatever mistakes you want in front of us. So for that purpose, what we have tried also, that we have tried to add new videos called as concept videos, where what we are going to try is Before every module, when we hand over study materials to you, we handle a concept video, which is going to tell you that, suppose it's a chapter of, if it's a OBG module. So in OBG, what are the important concepts you should know? What all you should definitely read before going to the exam? What all topics you have to cover? See, we can give you study materials, we can give you a concept video, but finally you have to sit down and study. You have to ask your doubts to us. You have to put it up in the WhatsApp group so that we clear your doubts, or your colleagues who have probably read that chapter can clear your doubts. How much ever materials we give you on a silver platter, even after that, you have to definitely interact in the group and ask doubts. Then only the course is going to be more fruitful. You'll have weekly module specific exams and debrief videos for that. Most of the videos are pre-recorded because it's very difficult for us to hold live sessions for every module, which will be difficult for you people to attend. That's why also we have kept pre-recorded sessions. We have kept 2 live sessions so that at least you can come online and ask your doubts if you're getting stuck anywhere. You want us to give you inputs about any particular topic. These live sessions are just to make sure, we meet online. But apart from that, anytime in the WhatsApp group, you can put up your doubts and any particular topic you feel, okay, we are not able to cover. We feel this is important. Can you give us some important points about it? So that's why there will be a dedicated WhatsApp group giving you last minute pointers for revision, and 2 mocks which you are going to appear to make sure, time yourself and appear so that in 100 questions in 3 hours. So that is what we have to, that is what is our plan. And the course starts from 7th of June. The course structure of the modules, how will it be? Look at this. On 7th of June, when the course starts, that day itself will give you the study materials and the concept video of OBG and nutrition. And if the next Saturday and Sunday, why we have kept 2 days is because all of you are working. Somebody may be able to give a video, give a exam on 14th. Somebody may give an exam on 15th. Okay. So that's why we have kept this. So on 14th and 15th, there are 2 days MCQ exams. Though they have written only 1 day, we will try to keep the exam on 2 days, and we'll hand over the debrief video to you with the exam itself. But try not to see the debrief video before the exam is what I will request. And that day itself also on, because 15th is a Sunday, by 14th morning, we will give you of the MCQ exam links. And by 14th night, we'll try to give you of the debrief video of OBG nutrition and the study materials and concept video of gastro. So that over the 14th-15th weekend, whatever module of OBG nutrition you would have appeared the exam, you can go through that debrief video at ease, and also go through what the gastro module you all have to prepare. In every module study material, we have divided into 2 parts, must read and optional. Even if you don't go through optional, don't worry, but must read is mandatory, right? Those articles you have to go through. Now, when we give you articles, don't get worried or panicky. There's a point of me telling you read Washington's and O's first, because after reading Washington, those suppose 2 chapters, 1 chapter of OBG and 1 chapter of nutrition, when you go through the articles, we don't want you to go through in depth to the articles. What we want you to know is keep reading the article, right? You read a story. See what points in those articles were not mentioned in Washington's nutrition chapter. Those points you're supposed to mark. If it is just you feel 2 or 3 points, then you can just keep them, write it down somewhere and put on a sticky note in the chapter. Suppose you feel that particular article has many important points, then keep the whole article for revising before your exam. And these articles you can see access anytime in your phone or your tab, because through your email ID access, that will be easy, so that when you are moving around in the hospital, you may not have time to open your books. At least go through these articles. What I did and what I will suggest you is you get a small notebook, right? And in that small notebook, you write down, or you make a small folder in your tab where, you will collect all these important things for revision. What I did, I had a small notebook. In that notebook, when I was reading about nutrition, I wrote that under nutrition heading, I wrote the first thing was read the chapter. So that notebook is for revision. During revision, I'm just going to open the notebook. Other than that, I'm not going to do anything. So I opened the notebook and I have written for nutrition that read the chapter of nutrition from Washington. Read these 2 articles of nutrition, underline points from the tab. So in my tab, I had kept folders for different modules. So for nutrition, the two, 4, 5 articles which I had read, in that two of them I had kept because that whole article needed to be revised. But the other three, I wrote the important points. Guidelines don't waste on, reading the explanations in the guidelines, because that's not what you need. You just need to know the recommendations. What has changed? What are they recommending? Or the executive summary where, initially they mention all the recommendations. So that is very important. Similarly, again for gastro, neuro, toxicology, renal electrolytes, then we have a live session at the end of, when you are finishing June in July. And then we have hemat, onco, and endo because it's a smaller module, cardio, trauma, respiratory and infectious diseases. And then we have 2 mock exams. And in second week of September, around 10th, you have your IDCC main theory exam. Okay, so this is how your modules have been divided. Almost you can see 5 modules each in the 2 boxes. So that total 10 modules, 2 mock exams, and finally your main theory exam with live sessions, and all your debrief videos pre-recorded will be handed over to you. Fair enough. So this is why you need to know what I mentioned, the how to go through your articles, how do you write things, what else has been kept for revision, and how to segregate the articles also, what are important. First thing first, anything, suppose you are planning to start with cardio or anything, first cardio also, there are 4 5, see, Washington chapters are hardly more than 3 4 pages. So cardio, first finish up whatever is there in Washington, one reading, that is very very important first. Then go through these articles or papers and then see what must read, whatever you have mentioned, and jot down points or keep the whole article for revision if you feel the whole article has got a lot of important things. Only the things which are not mentioned in Washington, don't go on repeating the same thing again. The other thing I felt was people practice a lot of MCQ books. You don't need to practice 100 MCQ books, because the point is when you're practicing too many MCQ books also, first of all, the validity of answers for all MCQ books are not correct, right? And the other problem is when you are doing too many MCQ books, then your mind becomes MCQ oriented. You are not, doing concept oriented. That's why you are facing a problem in the exam. When we were preparing, I had only taken one MCQ book, and that was Bennington's. Though the answers, some concepts were old in Bennington, but I just attempted Bennington because some questions were tough. It is up to you. I will suggest that take one MCQ book. Don't take 100. See, even if you practice how many MCQ books you want, questions will never come directly from that. So keep one MCQ book from where, suppose that MCQ book practice, if it is chapter based, then that's a different thing. Then you can do it with your own module only. But suppose the MCQ book is not chapter based and they have like 5 6 question papers, that is also not a problem. Get a habit that you can take that MCQ book to hospital or sometime in the morning. Just take some half an hour or 45 minutes or an hour you try to devote in the morning, or 1 hour in the hospital on and off, where today you do 10 MCQs, you mark yourself 10 MCQs I have attempted, and just go through those answers. Just follow one. Since I was doing Bennington, it was not chapter specific. So every day from the preparation of theory, I used to sit for 1 hour in the morning, 6 to 7 before going to duty. And then, mark 10 MCQs. I used to write down the answers, see where I had gone wrong, read the explanation. Sometimes the explanations are very old, so you need to be little aware and careful. And I just revised that. So Bennington's, Washington's, and my own study materials, which I had. We didn't have tricks course that time. And we used to discuss we had a group of 3 and we used to discuss. So for early bird candidates, a special discount. So this would be the last slide about our modules. Any questions I am ready to take? Dr. Vittal and Dr. Hariharan and Dr. Priya have also joined. So I'll request don't hesitate to ask questions. If you're not free to ask openly, please put it up in the chat box. Meanwhile, I'll request Dr. Hariharan to tell a few words like to the candidates for the 4th batch. Dr. Priya, you want to tell something to our candidates? Aditya, the first thing you shouldn't ask is what is early bird discount. So I think you should, you can contact Mr. Navneet and Bhagyashree. They're the technical team. If you join early, they'll consider you for some discount. Okay, that is what is early bird discount. I'm surprised in the whole. Either my presentation was too good that you understood everything, or else you only concentrated on the last part. Anything else anybody wants to know about the modules? Dr. Vittal, you want to add something to the, you want to add any points to the candidates? We have discussed our module, how it will be, the preparation part and all.
Yeah, the most
Yeah.
important thing is like people should know, like 3 months to the exam, how you should study. 1 month to the exam, how you should study. 1 week to the exam, what all topics you should touch upon. And 1 day prior to the exam, what should be your strategy? That is the main important thing. You should not scramble to study, till the last moment. And as Alisha said, concepts will help you clear the exam. Not like, solving so many. You have to solve MCQ exam, MCQ question. It's not like that is the sole thing that you start mucking up, cramming up the answers. No, that's not the thing. And more than selecting an answer, you should be able to, if 4 choices are there, you should be able to answer why these 3 choices won't be the answer. Then your chances of error reduces, and the better you will fare in the exam. Okay?
Anybody has any other doubts regarding the module or anything, or about the course? Do you want to know anything particularly about the preparation part? You can unmute yourself and ask also. You can put it up in the chat box. There's no need to worry. Don't hesitate. What do you, there's somebody, I don't know the name. It's written iPad, but I'm not sure what does iPad mean. I mean, what's your name? Sorry if I, ma'am. So first we do Washington, then which oh, Dr. Julie, okay. Which manuals do you mean? The articles, okay. So Washington, yes. The manuals as in, yes, then the articles, because I told you, no, you have to know what is there in Washington. Why do you want to repeat, those things in articles again? Once you have read your base book, it will be easy for you to go through the articles. Then it will not be a issue. Then you can pick up the points which are not there in Washington and read the articles like a storybook. Don't start mugging up. Just give a reading. Then you will know, okay, this point I have not got in Washington. Let me write it down. Hidayat has asked that will it be the same? If you see, we have added the thing about concept videos. It was not there in the previous modules. Recommended MCQ books. There are many actually. There is, I think, one ISCCM critical care MCQs. There is Bennington. There is Steve Lobas. Then there is that thing called Blue Book. Dr. Sandeep Divan's, I think one book is, I can't, not Dr. Sandeep Divan's. I think Dr. Vittal, Dr. Sandeep something is there, no? Critical care MCQs, one blue color book.
That
I
is
can't.
Dr. Gunjan Chanchalani and
Dr.
Sandeep
Gunjan.
Agarwal.
Yeah, Sandeep
Sandeep
Agarwal.
Agarwal.
Sorry. Yeah, Gunjan Chanchalani, Sandeep Agarwal. The problem only
And
is,
they have a lot of mistakes.
yeah,
Lot of mistakes in
answers
that
you have
book.
to be very, very careful.
Yeah.
That's
These
why we
MCQ
tell you.
books are not validated. A lot of
Yeah.
questions will be like,
Lot
yeah,
of
because it was very old. Some articles they took it from even long, some 7-8 years back also. The concept has been completely
exactly.
changed right now.
So that's
So
why,
what?
don't trust MCQ books totally. MCQ books are just to Maybe one of them you can keep just to time yourself, because you want
And
to
you
know
have to
how fast you
know the
do.
pattern,
Yeah, just to
what
pattern.
how the questions will be there.
So
It's
MCQ,
not like this.
yeah.
If you solve this like three books, like 20-30% questions will be from that. No,
People who have
every
done
year
that haven't
uh,
cleared. Yeah.
every year they update the questions. Okay, you don't find the same question which was. See, Gunjan Chachulari and Sandeep Agarwal book was, I think, first edition was, I think,
When I was
2016 or
preparing, just
17.
2 years, even I was
Six,
before I was preparing.
huh, 16, 17, that was the year. So, that is not updated. Okay.
Yeah. Dr. Hidayat, I think I've answered your question. So Gunjan, we have a Gunjan also over here. Okay. So she has asked, live sessions recording will be available. Yes, all sessions will be recorded. We have kept live sessions basically because, you don't feel that, everything is pre-recorded or only WhatsApp group. You don't get to see our faces or anything. So that's why we have kept the live sessions, so that at least, you get to see us once in a while. And if you have any doubts, you want to come online. That doesn't mean that people who don't come online are going to miss this, because we will be recording everything. Because I understand that all of us are working in an ICU. It's very difficult to commit that, you can be there all the time. So Sri Lakshmi has asked, Washington Manual, it's the recent one. See, I had a blue one, which is a Southeast Asian edition. After that, a pink one has come, which is the latest one.
I think the present edition is fourth edition. If someone,
I'm not sure fourth has come, but I know the one pink one is the last one which I know. If anything, probably after that has come, we have to see. But the last I know, like what my juniors have in the hospital are the pink one. So yeah, Washington is a great book. Even Oz is a great book. That only has so much of information to retain. That itself is very difficult. Now after that, that means if you've read Washington's well, this thing, because you'll not get to time to go through any of your MCQ books or anything. What I'll recommend is before your exam, you read, revise Washington, go through that revision notebook you have made, revise Washington, revise these things, what you tell, those article important points which you have jotted down. And if you join the course, then the debrief videos, they are more than enough, because most of the debrief videos, concept videos are just to guide you how to prepare for that module. The debrief videos, like most of the faculties have tried to cover, suppose it's a question regarding heart failure. So they've tried to cover like lot of things about points about heart failure. Heart failure. For revision, it's good. Anything else anyone wants to ask? Latest edition, I think it is the pink color book. As far I remember, that's the latest edition. I'm not sure fourth has come out or not, but I have the last one, which is the pink color one. It keeps coming out new Washington. I don't think
Yeah, third
change.
edition came, Alisha. I think the fourth is yet to come.
Yeah, third one is
Last,
only the pink one. Second one is
yes,
what
yes, yes.
we had.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that
Second one
was,
was what they read. It's complete blue one. Now it is like pink and then bluish or something.
yeah. Hariharan, you want to add anything? Vittal and me have told.
Yeah, you said already what we have discussed actually. Yeah. We have introduced this concept video in this year actually because we
Yeah, we
find
are
it difficult.
introduced.
Yeah, we are introducing these things because we want you to expose to more to the concepts. Actually, if you're good in basics, actually, it will be more than enough for you. Whatever the question may be asked, whatever how many twists they are keeping it. If you are good in your
Okay.
concepts and you are good in your uh, practicals, actually, what you do it in the bedside and as well as theory, whatever the question may be asked, how difficult it is, you will be able to answer. Rather than going to this MCQ, this MCQ books will guide you that prepare you how you have to take your exams and timing you how the questions will be here. Because exactly we don't know how the questions will be coming here. Every year
Varies.
the challenge is coming different and the questions will be asked in different new concepts are introduced every time. That's why we want to know. And then just mugging up for theory and all those things, we finding it a lot of people are finding a lot of difficulties in practicals. Because if you prepare well for your theory, just you have to touch up your little bit knowledges and how you have to be like use your common sense in bedside. That is more than enough for you to going through the practical exams. So we want to introduce all these concepts. Don't get worried about all those things. We'll tell you what to read, where, and then all those things. But you have to go through this tedious person, all those things, and try to. We know everyone is having a busy schedule. Everyone will be having their night duties. Sometimes you'll be having your continuous night duties when every time module will get released. So don't worry about all those things. At least try to put your effort and at least try to complete 60 to 70% of the module which are going to appear. At least read the most important things. Just don't go then blindly answer the mock exam for a separate module. So without knowing it and all those things, it will be much more difficult for you to write it actually. So at least read at least 60 to 70% of topic before going for every exams. So that it will be helpful for you in the last minute revision. You have to prepare from now itself actually. Because
Yeah.
reading it at the last time, being in 1 month, you read 1,000 MCQs or put 5-7 books, you will be able to clear off the theories, but when you're going for the practical, you will be feeling it difficult. And then after that, when you're clearing the exams, and nobody reads after clearing the exams, it will be helpful for your futures and then taking decisions and treating patients also.
So whatever you read the theory actually will be very, very helpful for your practicals because you'll not get much time to read for your practicals. So theory is the best bet. And other thing is this time for this batch again, because we have, felt for the last batch, whatever issues we have gone as way step ahead to now even help you more by telling you what you have to read more in detail. But even after doing all this, the effort has to come from you.
Yeah.
Despite whatever we give you, you have to put in the effort. That we cannot do for you. The effort has to come from you.
Yeah, another thing is that just be interactive, and then because we have opened a specific WhatsApp group mainly for helping you people while you are preparing, while you are studying, what needed to be known, and you have any difficulties. Because a lot of these MCQs books will be having different answers, and it's not validated. Sometimes you check it in the textbook on articles, the answers will be completely wrong, right? So you have to ask us, because in the first batch and second batch, it was very much interactive and they kept on our toes, because every time when a module is getting released, they will be keep on asking us questions. So be interactive. That will be more useful actually. The more you are interactive, it will be helpful for you, and at the same time you will be helping others also to get into it, so that it will be passing on knowledge to the others actually. If you are reading it, if you are having a doubt, you're getting a question and it is clear, it will be helpful for someone in the group also to come to it and then read it and then understand it. So be interactive in the WhatsApp group. That's what we want more. The more you get interact, the more knowledge you will get.
So
Alisha, you want to add?
I want to just add up to what Harinan said. See, thing is like, you don't think that you'll keep the knowledge to yourself or something like that. If you discuss, whatever concept you think you are right, you might get a better understanding of it. Okay, so keep a person whom you can discuss with. That's the most important thing, because it will keep your sanity also.
we'll start on 7th June. So that's what I wanted to inform. If you are interested, you can go ahead with the registrations. In the free webinar group, Mr. Navneet and Bhagyashree both are there, who are part of our tech team. Or any queries you can put up in the free webinar group. We are starting 7th June itself. We'll be handing over the concept video and study materials for OBG and nutrition. So we'll welcome all of you to the course and hope all of you benefit. And cardiac and respiratory, that was on the second page. I think I think it's Dr. Shiva, I think, yeah. You didn't see, I think that was on the second this thing. For people who didn't see, I'll just show you again so that. So this is OBG, nutrition, gastro, neuro, toxicology, renal and electrolytes. And then we have we had your endo, cardio, trauma, respiratory. Don't worry, we'll not forget the most important modules. So yeah, 10 modules total, okay, with mock exams and the main theory exam. Anything else? No problem. That's okay. So good luck all of you for the theory exam preparation and see you. Fine. Good night.